Welcome to How to Build AI Agents for Your Business. If a junior data analyst could live inside your computer, be ready to answer questions about your sales data 24/7 practically for free, would you not hire them? In this episode, I'll show you an AI agent that does exactly that. Let's have a quick look at the working agent. Let's ask it a question. Give me all orders for customer Anton. What you will see agent thinking, it's reasoning, it's checking the data, it's deciding for itself what it should do. It does that in multiple stages, and in about a couple seconds or so, it will come back to me with the data. We can now ask it a follow-up question. Say I'll take this order number and I'll say, give me details on order. And it listed to me the details of the order, including the products and the prices. What you saw example of AI agent with no prompts to remember, no code on the screen, just a question, and the agent understands your questions about your data, reasons about it, and writes a human-readable summary into the tab as an answer to your query. It's important to note this sales agent is just an example agent. Agents can be built to do pretty much anything as any other junior employee. In this e-series, we'll focus on this example and we will build it end-to-end. Now, let's talk about what is an AI agent. An AI agent is the software that can take a goal, plan a few steps, use tools, and deliver an outcome. It's usually an autonomous piece of software that decides and reasons by itself how to complete the goal. It does that complete reasoning with the help of LLM, which we will talk about in a minute. It often, but not always, learns from the feedback, and it operates in the environment. So in the example that you saw, the agent abilities to access Google Sheets in this case, it was given a goal to go and retrieve the data to answer a question. It had some prior knowledge that was given to it, that it's a sales agent, what kind of business it's working for, and it's able to learn from the past experience. You saw it did multiple queries to different Google Sheets to learn what needs to be done and improve. It's a sequence of steps required to accomplish a task. Like you saw in that example, AI agent was following a workflow of going retrieving data to answer questions. It can be manual, automated, or hybrid. It can also connect people, systems, and data. It often includes some type of decision. Now, that is opportunity within your business for automation with AI agents. If you have a workflow that's reasonably structured, that requires some human input, interpretation of the data, writing up emails, compiling text together, those workflows would be great candidates for AI automation with AI agent. Just like example you saw, we had a trigger, that's when the chat arrives, when the message in the chat arrives. Then the agent did reasoning and decisions about how that question or answer should be structured. It had access to the tools, it had reasoning and memory to provide an answer. What you will build in this series following me step by step. You will configure the software, you will configure your OpenAI keys, you will understand what's Google Sheets and how those tools integrate it. You will learn about how to keep costs sensible and how to keep outputs reliable. All of that is in the next 6 steps. I would encourage you, while working with us building this very simple AI agent, that you think about where else it can be applied in your business. Perhaps applied for sales notes, pipeline management, support summaries, your ticket handling, or even handling your group mailboxes. AI agents are excellent at elevating and making people more productive by taking boring, repeatable, mundane tasks and automating them. When I build these agents for other businesses, I often get asked questions. Do I need to know how to code? No. Examples like this require no coding. We use what's called low-code, no-code tools. Another frequent question I get, will it read your whole data? These AI agents, they have access only to the data that's given to them with the explanation of what that data does. And it won't be able to access any other data that wasn't explicitly made available to the agent. Another question is, what about the costs? You will learn about the costs in step 4. And the costs are typically for pay-as-you-go, and that is for each of the query, what's called tokens, which is about 3/4 of the words involved. And the costs generally are really, really small. Now, in the next step, in the step 2, you will follow me how to configure NA10 software that automates the workflows, how to configure your OpenAI API keys, and how to put it all together into a small, workable AI agent. I hope to see you there.